Welcome to this video on the Vicksburg Campaign of 1862 and 1863, a pivotal series of maneuvers and a defining siege in the American Civil War. Vicksburg was strategically vital, serving as a logistical hub for the Confederacy. President Abraham Lincoln identified it as the key to winning the war, while Jefferson Davis called it the nailhead holding the South together. The Union's Anaconda Plan aimed to sever this point to starve the Confederate war machine. Vicksburg was often called the, quote, Gibraltar of the Confederacy. With 300-foot loess bluffs, the impassable Yazoo Delta to the north, and a hairpin river bend that exposed ships to enemy fire, the city's natural defenses made it nearly impossible to capture through standard naval attacks. Union forces under General Ulysses S. Grant and Admiral David D. Porter faced General John C. Pemberton's Confederate Army of Mississippi. Pemberton found himself in a difficult dilemma, caught between orders from Jefferson Davis to hold the city at all costs and General Joseph E. Johnston's suggestion to abandon it to save his army. The winter of 1862 saw a series of failed attempts to bypass the city's defenses, including Grant's Canal, operations in the Yazoo Pass and Steele's Bayou, as well as the Lake Providence route and the direct infantry assault at Chickasaw Bayou. These failures forced Grant to attempt a high-risk maneuver. In April 1863, the Union fleet made a daring run past Vicksburg's batteries. Protected by cotton bales and other materials, the ships braved Confederate bonfires that lit the river. The maneuver was a success, as very few rounds hit the fleet, securing transport for Grant's infantry to move south of the city. Grant executed a masterstroke with the Bruinsburg crossing. Using feints at Snyder's Bluff and a cavalry raid by Colonel Grierson to distract the enemy, Grant marched south and landed 17,000 men at Bruinsburg, the largest amphibious operation until World War II. The resulting inland blitzkrieg saw Grant moving quickly, cutting his own supply lines to live off the land. This operation included the battle at Port Gibson, movement through Raymond, the capture of Jackson, the decisive clash at Champion Hill, and finally the engagement at Big Black River Bridge. After heavy losses in the field, Pemberton retreated into Vicksburg. Grant followed, closing the trap and beginning a siege against the city's formidable earthworks, hoping to overwhelm the defenders before they could properly settle in. Assaults on the Stockade Redon on May 19th and 22nd proved disastrous for the Union, resulting in over 4,000 casualties against fewer than 600 for the Confederates. Recognizing the futility of frontal attacks, Grant decided to settle in and starve the city into submission. The siege turned into an engineering struggle. Union forces used zigzagging, quote, regular approaches to advance safely, utilized sap rollers for cover while digging, and even engaged in mining, detonating over 2,000 pounds of black powder under Confederate forts. The bombardment of the city was relentless. Union naval gunboats lobbed 200-pound shells over the bluffs, while 200 land-based cannons fired day and night, steadily degrading the Confederate defensive positions. Civilians endured dire conditions, digging over 500 caves, known as Prairie Dog Village, into the clay for protection. While they faced extreme starvation and were forced to eat mule meat and rats, remarkably, fewer than a dozen civilians were killed by the shelling. On June 7th, Confederate forces attempted to break the siege by attacking a Union supply depot at Milliken's Bend. Newly formed regiments of the United States Colored Troops defended the position, holding the line in brutal combat and ensuring the siege remained undisturbed. After 47 days, Pemberton surrendered on July 4, 1863. With Port Hudson falling shortly after, the Union gained complete control of the Mississippi River. This victory, defined by Grant's mastery of maneuver and siege warfare, marked a major turning point in the Civil War.